Hey, real quick. So I'm sitting here working and I am just wrapping up the month of August in my spiritual healing circle group. And I just today I've been like looking back at this year and the healing, just like there was another layer of healing for me this year, like just a really deep, um, just a deep seated root that just needed to come up and just be healed this year. And I also, so many things have happened in 2020. Anyway, that's a different story. But I was thinking like it's just been such an intense and just emotion driven year for so many of us. And at the same time, at least for me, it's been super healing. And, not all of it has been healing, but there are parts of it. And, other parts of it, I just, compromise things on my diet and just my schedule and, other things. And it just seems like it's been such a serious process this year. And this year, like, it's just been a lot of negativity and a lot of fear and just seriousness and stuff. And as I was wrapping up the month in the group, I thought everything, like the whole, like just the atmosphere surrounding, because this month we dove into trauma and, the effects and healing from trauma and stuff. And so it just seemed like a very serious time. And, trauma it's devastating on many levels, and healing at times, it's messy. Any kind of healing is messy. And being able to accept that and just go with it is good. It doesn't have to be this like, bump, 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 step by step, certain blueprint. There's ups and downs. It isn't just this like smooth process at all. And so it can just become super, super serious, and we can become so focused on our healing that we're not really living life outside of that. And I think it can create this heaviness over us and around us, just this level of intensity that isn't healthy. Does that make sense? When you're so focused on healing and, you want to be healed and you want to break through to the other side, and that just becomes, like, I want to get things done. I want it done. I want to get from point A to point B in the quickest, smoothest way possible. And I think that's normal. I think all of us could pretty much agree on that. Well, healing doesn't always look like that. And it's also comes in layers. And so I know for me, in my life, healing has looked like, some intense periods of time. And, when the layers are coming off and things are coming to the surface, and then you go through the process, getting healed. And then there's this, other time where you just have to go, just live life and enjoy life. And part of healing, I think this is the one thing that we lose sight of so easily in our seriousness and our desire to be healed, and in dealing with those emotions and those wounds and that whole messy process that is called healing, that we forget to have fun. We forget to lighten the mood. We forget to laugh. We forget to be silly. We forget to laugh at ourselves because, it is messy. And so we can look at it as being this serious, intense, and I have to be focused and I have to be serious all the time. I have to take my healing seriously. Or we can still do that and be very serious and intentional and mindful about our healing. But we can also live life, and we can also be happy. And that's okay. Sometimes laughing is super healing. And especially if you can laugh at yourself and laugh at the process. And laugh at your mistakes, because for those of us who have been affected by trauma or abuse, perfectionism, there are so many struggles, like so many post-traumatic struggles. And I'm going to dive deeper into that in the next couple of months. But it's really hard to laugh at yourself, and it's really hard to accept that you've made a mistake, that maybe the decision that you made about something wasn't right. And that's another thing coming out of it, especially coming out of an abusive church situation or any kind of abuse, being able to make decisions easily and be at peace with that whole process is super, super hard. So if we can learn to laugh and lighten up and know that healing is part of our life. If you've been through any kind of trauma or any kind of abuse, especially the church, spiritual abuse, it can be a lifelong process. It definitely is not a couple of weeks or a couple of months or anything like that. Although there are things that we can do to sort of speed up the process, tools and, coaching and all of that stuff. But just living life and laughing and having fun and, just taking a break and being okay with where you're at and being okay with it just being messy at times. So anyway, I just wanted to hop on and share those thoughts with you. Might be a little scattered because I have been in the office working all day. But yeah, just go through it and laugh. And be okay with, it doesn't have to be this like serious, intensely focused time. And yeah, there's bad days, but there should also be some fun, great days too. And laughing. All right. So get some laughs in today. And I love you, and let's just be okay with where we're at. And even maybe just take a break from the intensity and find something to do that makes us happy or that can bring joy to our lives today. All right. I love you guys. See you next time.